All right, hello everyone. It is another Honkai Star Rail Sunday. And we are back. It is still in Exagrius's current pull time at the time of the stream. And then, of course, you can also go for the lovely Dr. Ratio as well. In the last stream, we were able to get an Exagrius's light cone, so that is a benefit. We will be pulling a couple times for Dr. Ratios. Maybe we can get some of that streamer luck like we got with an Exagrius's light cone, and finally be able to get Dr. Ratio's light cone on him. Because he has been without it since his first run, and this is his second run ever. Almost a year, or pretty much a year later, because he was an anniversary event last year. So, currently in the realm of what is happening, they are having a 300% anniversary event for relics. You can do it up to 21 times. As you can see, I only have a couple more times. There's a little fighting minigame that is currently available. As you can see, I've done most of it. We'll just finish out the dialogue today. If you can invite people back to the game, they'll get Stellar Jade, you'll get Stellar Jade. This is pretty common. The Memory of Chaos just reset, so you can of course do that for some Stellar Jade. And then of course Seal Slammer is also ending today. It is a permanent event, but the limited time awards are disappearing today because you'll be able to get Bubbles as a companion pet that walks around with you. And I think that's about it. Star Rail World, which is their little tycoon game, will also be disappearing today. As you all know, I have been playing it all this time, but was not able to... I finally hit 650. As you all know, I've been stuck in like the 600s for ages. And I do not think we'll get any higher of this. As you all know, I kind of had the goal to try and figure out what the max level was that they would have for these characters, but I'm guessing it's probably like 999, but that is not happening. There's no way I can do that in the next 2 days, or even just trying to get this shop leveled up to its max level is not gonna happen, but we tried. That's about as far as we got. I don't know if someone else actually was able to max it out all the way. But yeah, it will be ending tomorrow as well, so make sure you get a hold of it because it has a anniversary light cone, and it also has limited time awards, so you want to get your hands on those Stellar Jade. I think that's about it to update you all. We just did Golden Gears and we did this as well, so not much to talk about there. I am up to date on the story quest in Penacony, so we will actually be doing some side quests as we continue to try and finally finish all Penacony's side quests. And that's about it. So let's get pulling now that we've got everybody up to date. So we currently have 12 pity, which is exactly where we started with Exagrius's, but we have no guarantee. Oh, and then also to update you on my pull schedule, so we will try and pull for Archer's light cone because we'll be getting Archer for free, and he'll finally be my first Quantum 5-star because I have gone this entire game without a Quantum character. And so we'll pull for his light cone. If we get it, great. If we don't, if we lose the 50-50, we'll stop pulling because we need to save up for Finon. So that's about it. So let us do a pull on Dr. Ratio. So this puts us at 22. Does not look like we got anything. And then this will put us at 32. It does not look like we have the Exagrius luck on this light cone. So it does look like, unless we can eke out 4 more pulls, that we will once again not be getting Dr. Ratio's light cone. And will have to keep his dramatic 4-star light cone with Adventuring. I will will say Bubbles is cute, but I do think that I prefer the, our dream-eating pal, so let me just swap back over to the Tusk Spur. I mean, look at him. There's a lot going on with Bubbles, whereas Tusk Spur is very, like, simple. The animations are super cute, like, you know what I mean. Alright, so, let us start with finishing off the last bit of dialogue for this event.
All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game?
Grumpy, stop looking at the data. A guest of honor has just arrived. Huh? It's Kalis? Hold on, let me check. Huh? It's connected already. That was quick. Any idea what's inside? I see. With this amount of data, only someone like you and Nameless could have something this massive. Exactly. For ordinary people like us, even if we combined all of our memories from our lives, it'd probably only be at 1% of this. By the way, how do you find the difficulty? Anything that needs adjusting? Figures, that's so you. We were really grateful. Lead researcher Asta and I prepared some small gifts. Nothing fancy, but we hope you'll take them. Otherwise, we really don't know how to repay your huge help. Please take the gifts, we insist. Alright, so that finishes up that one. And then the last time that we had some extra time to do some side quests, we were doing the Zero Pay Director side quest, so we will start with that one. And then once we get through it, we will do one of the Clockwork main side quests. If that makes any sense. So you have like the main quest, and then you have like important storyline side quests, and then you kind of have like quests like this, which are to like fill in some stuff, you know what I mean? A true side quest. Optional mission, whatever you want to call it. Huh? If it isn't our esteemed guest, I've finally found you. I gotta say, after seeing your work, the production crew, the way the Wolf has to admit they couldn't compete with the pulse-pounding content you made even as paid employees. The crew has been putting their focus on filming more interesting extra stories with hopes of giving devoted and talented guests like yourself more room for expression. Don't put it that way. Think of it as user-generated content. We're selling a creative experience. Oh, the joys of that sounding exactly like people trying to get content creators to freely produce stuff. Alright, go try it out. The story is reaching its climax. The battle against Boss Stone is absolutely thrilling. So it's like an in-game mini-game that can give you more Stellar Jade. Okay. Me trying to remember how to play this minigame. I think I'm supposed to dodge like right before something comes in, if I remember to get like the action bar further up. Or something like that. Dear valued guests, I saw the film that you shot. It was splendid. Thanks to you, we were able to deliver the samples to the investors on time. You truly are the savior of the cocky crew. So am I just being your unpaid labor? My good sir, did you just drop me a message? The signal here is getting a bit weak. I didn't receive anything. Anyways, after watching your film, the investors decided to increase the project's budget. You can expect to experience more exciting films here in the future. Make me work for free again. Give an inch and they'll take a mile. Oh, no, no, no. It's really not unpaid work. You'll love it. I won't take much of your time. Keep it up, my future auteur. Okay, so I just wanted to finish that off for everybody. I was pretty sure it was not going to take a while. So let us do this one. Oh, they're in like one of the puzzle rooms. Okay. And then there's no reason in like investigating because I've cleared out this entire map. Like all of the Penacony maps are fully cleared out. There we go. Alright, where am I trying to go? Directly above my head. Okay. Trying to see if I can remember how to do this very fast. Alright. So... Alright, trying to get over there. Okay, that did not help at all. Let's try this one then. There we go. McCoy. This guy sounds like he's mumbling McCoy's name over and over. Mr. McCoy said he wants me to bring back his brother and sister, but how? McCoy. Try talking with it. Payback? What's it talking about? Doesn't sound very good. This guy seems kind of angry. Payback. Rats, it's time to get ready for a fight. Payback.
Poetentate, farewell. Show no mercy.
I never thought things would wrap up like that. I didn't take the guy to be so aggressive. As the little brother disappears, you feel a warm jet of something stream into your coat pocket, right where you stashed the photo from Mr. McCoy. Huh? That's weird. Is there another person in the photo now? That strange creature just said, don't tell me it was Mr. McCoy's brother. Mr. McCoy also mentioned his sister. Time to check some other places around the pavilion. Is it still in here or in another location? Oh, we're going into the sand pit. McCoy. This thing is probably going to be Mr. McCoy's sister, right? Gotta stay alert. She might just leap up to and attack me out of nowhere. McCoy. Wanna eat. Is she saying she wants to eat something? Can meme monsters feel hunger too? Sour. Sweet. She doesn't seem to be that aggressive. Why don't we give her a little of what she wants? The Memory Zone meme gently takes the soft candy from your hand and then turns away from you. The big sister lets out a few gnashing and gnawing sounds before falling dead silent. A few seconds later, you hear another ever so faint sound, as though someone was quietly sobbing. Sweet, sour, when I was young, wanna go back. The big sister disappears right in front of your eyes, and you feel a warm jet of something stream into your coat pocket, right where you stash a photo of Mr. McCoy and his brother. There's another person in the photo. Despite still having no idea what's going on, that should be it for Mr. McCoy's assignment, right? Let's go back and ask him about what happened. You can tell I have literally no idea what was happening anymore. It's been too long since I started this quest. Love that design though. Sorry.
Anything I can do for you?
Wait, let's see if it can come back to me. So like, weren't we trying to get some dirt on the family, and then like this guy stopped us, and then like we used clockwork to like mess with his mind or something like that? Like he was one of the people whose minds was erased by the meme monster, the dragon, or something like that. Hello there, Trailblazer. How are things with the matter from before? Just as you are about to hand over the photo to Mr. McCoy, who's no longer alone in the picture, you steal one last fleeting glance at the photo. What's strange is that all three people in the photo are flashing smiles, so warm that they seem a little unnatural. You actually did it. Thank you. This is how I can ease the pain even a little. Even though it doesn't change a thing, it still gives me a little bit of spiritual comfort. Of course, as I had promised, you should have met my brother and sister by now, and you must be confused about why they look like that, yes? It's all my fault. I was the one that caused them to become such monsters. So you want to know more about how people are turned into memes in their dreams? These two in the photo are my little brother John and my sister Jennifer. We were all Penacony locals and all baptized into the Harmony when we came of age, becoming members of the family. Jennifer was a gifted dancer who managed to join up with the Iris family without needing to try very hard. As for John, his journey wasn't so smooth, but he still ended up becoming one of the Bloodhounds. At first, I thought our lives would go on perfectly like this. We three siblings, walking the path set out for us by the Great One, each using our strengths to do our bit and build up the dreamscape until the end of time. I can still remember the day. Back then I was just a lowly hotel butler who'd never set foot in this pavilion. That day the family head came and approached me with no notice or warning. I still remember how I felt that day, absolutely terrified and absolutely thrilled. I remember the family head gently tapping me on the shoulder and making this request of me, a request that made my mind go completely blank. He asked me, the elder brother of John's and the younger brother of Jennifer's, to wipe away their very existences because they were traitors to the family, because they'd been trying to sell off family information to the IPC. Yes, because I had no other choice. That order didn't even come from the Oak family head, but rather from their overlord, the Dream Master. I used the family way to wipe out the very existence of John and Jennifer from the dreamscape, once and for all, without a trace. Looking back, I barely resisted when it came time to act. Maybe it's because of the anger and the humiliation that I felt. Besides all the grief, I felt betrayed because I couldn't understand how they could do that behind my back. We're siblings from the same mother and father. There should be nothing that we can keep from each other. No barriers between us, just like a real family. My loyalty ended up paying off, though. The family had brought me into the Dewlight Pavilion, and everyone who heard about my deeds was in awe of what I'd done. But not long after, I became plagued by a haunting nightmare that tortured me. I became too scared to fall asleep, to rid myself of this harrowing shadows. I handed over control of my own memories. I chose to forget everything. Of course I couldn't. Of course not. But at least you've offered a temporary solace to my brother and sister, releasing the animosity lingering in those memories, in those memes. In reality, they're still asleep in a never-ending slumber. Perhaps one day when the Dream Master considers their sins as being redeemed, perhaps we'll be able to meet again and hold one another. I've already let enough secrets out of the bag for today. Hopefully nobody takes a deep dive into my consciousness for the time being. Thank you for your help, Trailblazer, and take this as it's the least that you deserve. Well, I didn't expect us to be like right at the end of that one, but also, does that mean that canonically, if someone is wiped out in the dream, they just become a vegetable in a coma? Because they don't they exist as a monster, stuck in their own memes in Penacony, and then, but they can't wake up in their actual physical bodies either. They're like eternally stuck here in this state of being both aware. Oh, it's almost like in a coma. You know how like people when they're in the coma, they're like, a lot of times they talk about how they can like hear stuff that's happening outside, or some of them are like aware they're in a coma, but they just can't do anything because it's like a form of sleep paralysis almost. It's like that, where you're like aware that you're in the dream, but you like are stuck in the body of a monster that only has like the vague references of your memories. Ugh. Penacony has some like really messed up stuff that's just hidden in the side quests, and because a lot of people either don't do the side quests or they just like speed through them, they don't realize how like yikes some of them are. Okay, so I guess we're probably at the no, report back to Oksana about the transaction. I was about to be like, are we at the beginning of this quest? Do we know what's happening? The answer is no. Per usual, I guess I went like partially through this, and then it like, we got Amphorius, and so I never finished it. So I have no idea what's going on, honestly. Actually, that poster is pretty cool. I'd like that for my, if I could have that in my room on the train. Alright, is this the latest model on the market? This force field's paper thin. It's the largest model out there that can fit inside alleys and tunnels. Friend, and force fields always need a generator. We can always try something bigger, like installing a clunky tail behind each generator to serve as target practice for the opposition. How about that? Of course, you could also approach the IPC or the Intelligentsia Guild if they're willing to sell. Don't be like that. Anyone with eyes can tell how good the quality of your toys have been for years now. It's just that in those segmenta, none of them are honest anymore. Our finances just can't take the hit. I know exactly how much you're able to afford, so quit the haggling. It's a fixed price. If you don't want them, fine. There's probably someone out there who needs these toys even more than you do. I could always sell to them instead. I want this stuff. The down payment will be with you tomorrow. You don't have to be so cutthroat about it. That's a clever choice. The Intelligentsia Guild really should dissect your brain for research and find out how it's made up. Makeup stops you from being destroyed by nightmares. The mysterious person departs without bothering to look back, leaving Oksana alone. Is this... I'm trying to remember. Is this the quest where it was like... we were having the like toys were filled with like explosives and we needed to like go and make sure they didn't end up being taken by the family or something? That was quick. Those dithering schmucks at the Foundation could really learn a thing or two from you, kid. How'd the deal go? Everything smooth? It wasn't on purpose. As you know what kind of person I am, I just didn't want you to look at me with tinted glasses, even if they were tinted positively. Kid, the funding that the Foundation invests isn't just coming from me. Champions of peace and life across the galaxy all deserve our gratitude for their kindness. And I'm not some great galactic activist. I'm just a guide who provides a platform for everyone to use. There are so many worlds out there in the universe under the yoke of tyranny and oppression where even a mere survival has become a luxury. To their oppressors, the residents aren't even people, but simply fuel for their tyrants' money printers. Anybody would sympathize with them when confronted with such tragedy, and that forms the basis of why our foundation was established. So I support them purely out of personal compassion. In my view, helping them fight against oppression isn't any kind of charity, but rather my duty and responsibility as an individual wealth. I'm just a regular of mine with a filthy temper. They make custom weapons to put down. To fight against the Antimatter Legion. You did great this time. Just think about it. Thanks to your help, millions of oppressed people will be able to overthrow their tyrannical regime. You can be proud of that, kid. Despite Alcasa's speaking words of righteousness, her suspicious conversation with a mysterious person and other forced interaction that leaves you feeling paranoid. That mysterious person shouldn't have wandered off too far. Maybe you can ask her a few questions. I was about to be like, if we're almost done with this quest again, where I stopped right before finishing it, that's wild. Anyway. Why run when I can just teleport there? Are you the one who was coming to see Oksana before? What, don't tell me her conscience got the better of her and she'd like to cut us a half-price deal now. Ha, knowing her, there's more chance of the IPC converting to AHA than there is of that ever happening. Activist? Oh my. Well, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Let me guess what she told you. Oh, since my childhood friend died in the name of charity, I've taken up her mantle and dedicated myself to relieving the torrents of war, and that's why we decided to establish this foundation of ours. Take a guess how many times she's given this spiel before, and how much investment she's swindled out of people. You want to know the real reason why the foundation was established? Money laundering. They take the money and invest it into weapons and manufacturers, then use the foundation to pull the wool over people's eyes, and it's a shrewd hustle. A big shot philanthropist throughout the galaxy? Don't make me sick. Every time there's another ding-dong on that bank account, a new shipment of arms sets sail. Want to know which part of the story I like best? Whenever any conflict reaches a ceasefire, the Foundation's humanitarian relief supplies will be dispatched to the planet alongside a small army of photographers. And then they'll say, please put down the arms and let everyone negotiate peacefully. I'm telling you, the best job for her isn't being an arms trader, but rather a stand-up comedian. Just a bunch of clowns. What was that line she just pulled? Keep on being kind, kid. But there's no use telling you all this. I have to hurry back to deal with the president of ours. Once I finish putting down the uprising, my forces will be executing that two-faced maggot, too. She was selling weapons to both of you to try and provoke a war so she could milk both sides. Are you happy for her to get away with it? Are you happy for... or... what? Are you happy for her to get away with it? I'm not quite sure what they were going for with that sentence, other than like, are you gonna let her get away with it or something like that? Listen, buddy, to be honest with you, I've met a lot of crooks in my time, so I kind of like you. But let me remind you that the universe isn't as innocent as you think it is. Of course, I know who cut those crooks a discount on those weapons, and we'll have to keep buying weapons from that lady for as long as they resist us. Why would she ever give up a cash cow like that? Those ignorant thugs should be thanking her for all of this. Arms dealers like hyenas hedging their bets. They make money the more casualties there are, but we don't care. All we care about is having better weapons and better gear than those scoundrels and whether or not we can beat them. You come from a peaceful homeworld and might not put this knowledge into practice for the rest of your life, but who knows? The kid who buys a toy doesn't care if hands that sell it to him are covered in blood, until one day in the future when they themselves are reduced to a red smear. 5 amber eras ago, our segmentum used to be peaceful too, but look at it now. It stinks worse than that stomach of a void song whale. That's war for you. You just never know when it'll fall on your head. Then the swarms of arms dealers and mercenaries will come flocking to the scent. The smell of profit is so sweet that with one whiff you'll never be able to wean yourself of it. So long, buddy. I hope we never have to meet again on the battlefield at the end of the cosmos. Well, that's very real. I love that the side quests are just like so brutal sometimes. Kid, what are you doing back here? Is it good news? It must be karma for repaying your kindness. Don't tell me you believe that slander against the Foundation. That's just the way it is these days. Everybody loves to hold up the tall poppy before cutting it down. It's fine if you want to insult me, but I'll never stand for people criticizing everyone else's hard work. Looks like you figured everything out. If you ask me, kids shouldn't work themselves up about grown-up things, or they won't be able to sleep at night. And besides, I was never the instigator. They came to me with their requests, and I just helped them with the light, the fuse. All I'm doing is following the basic business etiquette by giving customers the products they need. Kid, there's no such thing as right and wrong in the world outside the dreamscape. Having money and staying alive so you can spend the money, that's the only truth there is. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? That's cold hard cash we're talking about. If I pulled it all out of the bank, the stacks would cover up a mountain. No, make that the whole mountain range. As long as the rebels have enough steam to resist, and the gents' weapon orders represent a bottomless pit, fueling money stolen from the people directly to us. Therefore, the rebels cannot win, but they can't lose either. It's just like that old fable about the frog carrying the scorpion across the river. No. It's casting a long line to catch a bigger fish. Don't give me that snide look. I'll have you know that without my supplies, they wouldn't even get the chance to resist. The state's machine of oppression would just eradicate them before nightfall, roots and all. And what's more, I'm always asking the Foundation to put this money back into the aid to help the war refugees. If you round everything up, am I not actually helping the people get their own money back? The only lesson I learned from war is that nothing ever changes. Kid, if you can't stop it, then you might as well try and put it to work for you. Where there's warfare, there are profits to be made. I don't know what the family doused me with, spurning such a great line of business like this, and recruiting people into the charity cause instead. This should make up for me deceiving you. From now on, we don't know each other. You've never seen me, and I've never seen you. Care to reconsider? Even here in Penacony, you can find countless people struggling day and night to try and make this kind of money. Ditch your naive ideas about justice always prevailing. One is an abstract number light years away, and the other is profits right under your nose. The right answer couldn't be clearer. If it helps, I can give you even more. Listen up, warmonger. I'll give you a taste of trailblazer medicine. You may be anticipating a heated battle, but unfortunately Miss Oksana, a famous entrepreneur is still struggling to recover when bloodhounds have made it onto the scene. Absolutely ruthless. Ever thought about joining up with us bloodhounds? We can negotiate your salary. I'm not even kidding. There we go. If it weren't for you catching this crook so soon, who knows how many planets of the cosmos would have been obliterated. Here's your bonus, and on behalf of those children who are still alive because of you, thank you. Are you gonna come quickly? Or quietly? Big shot philanthropist. One day you'll come to regret your naivety. Oksana stares at you in rage. Looks like she's finally getting a taste of her own karma. Congrats on fixing her dial. Lord of War. That's a achievement title. Speaking of which, we do have one of those. Use ally character Trivy to trigger 10 follow-up attacks in a single battle. And Dragon Tamer. In a single battle, summon Netherwing Pollux 3 times. Bring Oksana to justice. And defeat the boss zone in the Way of the Wolf end stages without rebounding any coin attacks. Okay. There's some more. Alright, let's see. As you can see, we have... Normally I would do the Herta one, but this is literally for the simulated universe. And it is not for Golden Gears, so we are not doing that one anytime soon. Alright. Let me check on something. Let's go back to Penacony. just trying to make sure I'm not missing any quests. Okay, so these should be all of the Pennyconey side quests that are left, and once we get these done, we are just done with the game. Or not done with the game, but done with Pennyconey at least. Did we ever... Oh, one of these rooms is still locked. But we do have all of the treasures, so maybe we're just not meant to get into that room. I really want to buy... I don't really care about the actual scent, but they did produce Adventurine's perfume in like an actual physical form. I want to buy the bottle. Wow, we only have 4 more Pennyconey quests. Oh my goodness. We're almost there. We're like halfway through Amphorius, and I'm finally getting done with all the Pennyconey side quests. Okay, seek assistance from Giovanni, the dream nurse. Kokona seems to have fallen into an abnormal mental state after she regained the mood of sorrow. Giovanna, the dream nurse at the hotel in reality, should be able to provide aid. Man, we love not knowing anything of what's going on, because it's been so long since I had that quest. Or got it. Sorry this is so disjointed in that manner. My favorite boy. Anyway. If you've just woken up from a dream, remember, this is reality. Oh wait, no, we gotta say that in robot voice. That sounds so creepy. If you've just woken up from a dream, remember, this is reality. Anyway. Kokona? Oh, that luxury goods shop owner? What's wrong with her? A common symptom. Looks like her old problem is acting up again. I recalled that she reads special treatment not too long ago. Did something happen again to upset her? She has a decent job and great income, but it's always plagued by such problems. It really baffles me. Giovanna nonchalantly continues working on whatever she has on hand, as if it isn't her first time she has encountered this problem. High-intensity work will severely burden one's mental well-being. Perhaps she's too stressed at work? Over time, that would eventually cause depression. The relevant personnel have already handled her emotions accordingly. She should have already forgotten all the unhappy memories. Conversely, forgetfulness, sleepiness, and dulled reactions are unavoidable side effects. Please forgive me for not being able to reveal too many details regarding the treatment. It's a rule set by the family. Thank you for informing me of Miss Kokona's recent situation. I will dispatch people to deliver more of the special drink to her. It's a very special recipe of Soulglad, specifically prescribed for those like Kokona, a special drink unique to the dreamscapes. Drink it within the dreamscape and she will temporarily forget her troubles and suppress those negative emotions, allowing her to properly focus on her work and lead a normal life. You mean, I understand. I'll give the special drink to you then. Please deliver it to Miss Kokona. You're such a helpful dream chaser. I've met many guests from all walks of life. Those with character comparable to yours are few and far between. I'll be troubling you with this matter then, just as well. I have other guests to look after right now. Giovanna is visibly pleased that she can end this conversation quickly. She turns away and busies herself with her mini tasks. Soul Heal Special Mix. You know, we just erase people's minds so that they can forget about the things plaguing them and go back to being our capitalistic cogs in the wheels. Yeah, totally.
All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game?
Kokona is still standing there, trying her best to smile. Fine beads of sweat emerge on her forehead. Some of the passing guests notice the strangeness and start to murmur and point at her. Welcome, esteemed guest. I am the shop owner here, Kokona. How may I assist you? It's you. I'm all fine now. Thank you for your assistance. Back then I was just momentarily shocked. I never thought I had forgotten so many things. Look, I'm all recovered. I'm able to work just like before. Miss Kokona has suddenly returned to normal. But I still feel like something's off. Better chat with her some more. Thank you, but I don't need such a thing any longer. Pardon me, allergies are running wild. I'm very happy to remember the events that happened in the past, even if they brought back unhappy memories. They're all bygones. I used to be trapped in my hesitation, afraid to move forward, but now I think I finally found a way to resolve it all. I'm truly happy, mister. I'm truly happy. I've never felt this good before. Please don't worry about me. If there's nothing else, I better get back to work. I really miss the gentle breeze and grass in real life. I really want to find a quiet, soft meadow, lie in it, and doze off. I can't. It's work hours now. I can't simply leave my station. But if you really wish to help, I do have a request to ask you. I lost something at the hotel in the dreamscape. It was a record. Could you help me bring it back? You look like you have a mighty air about you. You definitely won't be intimidated by those strange incidents going on in the hotel. As for the reward, you don't have to worry. I'll pay whatever it takes. Money has no meaning to me anymore. Thank you for your kindness. Oh, the game's like insisting she has to drink it. Okay. Okay, if it'll make you happy, please give it to me. Look, I've drank it all. Now please rest easy and go. Me trying to see like what's the closest. This place that Miss Kokona mentioned should be around here. Intense emotions will cause anomalies in the dreamscape. It appears that the emotions contained in that record are quite strong. I should be able to get the record after eliminating those misshapen creatures. Time to fire on all cylinders then.
Tormented doubt, farewell. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
A record laden with dust and scratches. Looks like it can't be played any longer. There's only one song recorded on it, and its name is Envision a Rose Forthcoming. In any case, I better bring this back to her first. What, we can't even go to like Don Hung and be like, hey, can you fix this to the best of your ability? Kind of deal.
All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game?
Oh, we're throwing up. The so-called Soul Heal Special Mix. It's disgusting. It's just to make me stay obediently here, to make me forget who exactly I am. That thing, I'll need it ever again, never again. Welcome, esteemed guests. Ah, it's you. Look, I didn't forget this time. Huh? You've already retrieved the record? Wonderful. I'm just somewhat nostalgic at the moment it holds. Kokona takes the record and fruitlessly tries to clean up the grime on the record, but to no avail. To think it is really this worn out. After I lost it on that day, I'd never thought I would ever get it back. Thank you. Tonight I'll fall asleep while listening to it. Even better if I don't wake up. Oop. To a scarred and battered soul, this is probably the best ending. Kokona's tone, it's a little strange. TikTok! Kalis, get over here quickly. I have something to tell you, it's urgent. Get over here. I forgot that Clocky, like, pops up during these missions. TikTok, Kalis, I think something's very wrong. I'm really worried about what she's thinking. We patched up Kokona's lost emotion and made her memories somewhat more lucid, but it's just made her sadder. I've got a feeling she's being tortured by something horrific. I've got a bad feeling that if we leave her alone, something very bad will happen. We can't leave her alone. Agreed. It may be a bit intrusive, but the only thing we can do is to take a look inside her heart. We have to give her a hand if necessary. That record she values so much could be used to break the locks over her heart. Go try it now. I guess, mini dungeon time. Kokona's eyes stare at the record, oblivious to everything around her. It's as if she's been completely devoured by her dejection. I still love that they're called, like, I know it's supposed to be like the emotionscape, but it's the emoscape is so funny. This is the world of Kokona's heart, swaying buildings on the verge of collapse in such dizzying heights. Kokona's up ahead, gotta catch up to her. I wonder if this is the last locked room in the hotel. The tide of memories surges towards you and the waves pass through you when you come A young girl singing faintly echoes across the area. It lingers for a long while as if longing for something, and then a memory rises from the sweet epilogue. Kokona, that's amazing. Be it pitch, rhythm, or emotion, your vocal performance far surpasses those in your age group. You have a superb understanding of music, and it can quickly capture the spirit that's being conveyed in a song. You are a rare talent. And your timbre? Can't remember. Is smooth as satin, and from low to high pitches, you've managed to keep your timbre steady to a considerate degree. You have a rare and precious gift. I truly appreciate your guidance, sir. I've never dreamed to have such beautiful songs could be produced by my own voice. Don't thank me. Thank your own talents and hard work. If you wish to become a one-in-a-million singer, you must find a better teacher and embark on an even more arduous training. The competition in this industry is brutal. Only a fair few can stand under the limelight and bask in applause. I haven't thought that far yet. For now, I just simply love to sing. Are you not ready yet? I understand, but you will have to make a choice one day. I missed many golden opportunities when I reached your age. Listen to your teacher. This once, Kokona. Treasure your talent and don't make a choice you will regret. Sir, having a dream is childish, cruel thing. If it is not attained, the pain from a shattered dream may utterly destroy a person. Work hard and walk forward, child, and don't look back. You belong to a grander, more magnificent stage. I understand, sir. I'll do my best. This is your final lesson, Kokona. I will teach you everything I know. I will hold nothing back. Oh, we are Kokona now. Interesting. This piano is like my friend. Joy or sorrow, I will always share them with me and bring me comfort. Each time the piano plays, I feel myself transported to another world. Old friend, will you sing for me this time as well? I've suddenly thought of a good motif. We expanded on it just a little. Perhaps we can even pen a nice melody? What name should I give it? Kokona, you're about to graduate soon. Have you decided on what you want to do in the future? Don't be shy. How about I tell you what I want to do first, then you tell me. I have no grand ambition, no desire to become some financial elite. I only hope to get a decent job at the Gilded Hour and live out a comfy life. But our mysterious Kokona, beautiful Kokona, smart Kokona, she definitely is different from me. Let me guess, you want to become a singer? I knew you were different, Kokona. When you hold a concert at the Panacone Theater, I'm gonna show off to everyone. Look, that's my best friend. You're so smart, and you'll succeed in anything you do. I can't wait for the day I'll be able to wave a glow sticks and cheer for you on stage. I bet you'll be so gorgeous when that time comes. Kokona, have you been working hard recently? You're always in a daze in class. You must be writing a new song again, aren't you? Come on, let me take a peek. Even just a name will do fine. A wonderfully poetic name. I'm certain it'll be a great song, judging just from the name. You have to show it to me when you're done. Wait till you're performing this song on stage. Your dream will shine as bright as Panacone's 12 hours. I'm impressed just thinking about it. It's like, on one hand, she's encouraging her. On the other hand, this can also be like a super like expectations can be really burdensome on someone, especially if they're still trying to figure out what they want to do or who they are, but everybody's like so confident they'll be something. It's like trying to shove them in a box and you don't know if you want to be in that box or not. Kokona, you're all grown up now. Have you thought about how you want to live your life yet? Kokona, why do you keep refusing to tell us your plans for the future? I hear your classmates have all found their places in life, and we're getting antsy too. This girl, she's always been an odd one since young. I wonder who she takes after. And what gives you the right to say that? Have you ever cared about her one bit? Useless bum. It's all because of you. We're worried to death. All right, stop it. Stop screaming. Kokona, tell us, what are your plans for the future? What? Say that again. I don't think I heard you right. I knew it. We shouldn't have let her join that student choir. Music, singing. Kokona, is it because you've been so tired recently that you're having such naive thoughts? You're not even classically trained, and you're not exactly pretty, and your voice is ordinary at best. Kokona, let's think of something more practical, shall we? Learn. How many years do you want to study? You're not young anymore. Stop acting like a naive child. Have you been misled by that music teacher again? Is that why you're having such strange thoughts? He just thinks you're naive and easy to fool, and is trying to scam you into paying more tuition. Kokona, you must remember that we're different from the family and those wealthy dream chasers. We're Penaconian natives. Compared to those rich folks, we don't have many choices laid out for us. Listen to your parents. We've worked a long time at the hotel and have some connections with the family. I heard that they have a luxury goods store at the golden hour of the tiring. Why not give that a try? Kid, why are you so stubborn, mouthing off the word dream in Penacony? Do you not think yourself strange? When you accept this job, you'll be so immersed in dreams all day that you won't even want to wake up. What's there to gripe about? Kokona, Mom knows that you love singing, but hobbies are just that, hobbies. They aren't meant to be means of living. You should face reality and then make a proper decision. For once, I agree with your mother. You should choose carefully. Do not disappoint us. Choose carefully. Do not disappoint us. Choose carefully. Do not disappoint us. Your only choice is to work in the luxury goods store. Another common thing with your family's expectations, as a different form of it, is just the fact that you are willing to make concessions because you want to be a good child, and then sometimes parents don't mean it in like a rude, like in a mean way, or like trying to crush your dreams. It's just a lot of times the parents have tried to experience their own dreams, and as the older man also said, if you are unable to achieve your dreams, sometimes it can shatter you. And so sometimes, at least, some parents, for the benefit of the doubt, are just trying to help the child avoid that hardship and heartbreak, and making them do something practical. Now, other times they are just crushing you and not believing in you and whatnot. Right, that's our girl. When you officially start work, we'll help save up your wages for you first. When you're ready to get married, we'll return them to you. She doesn't even get her own money? Oof. Oof indeed. You don't know the first thing about managing your expenses. It's better that you say keep your wages with us. I will absolutely be boggled if they have not spent all of her wages. Of course, father, mother, no matter what you say or do, it's all for my own good. Okay, we are not going to give them the benefit of the doubt because they are very obviously just using their child. That this situation is commonplace in reality as well is what sucks. That beautiful and intricate gift box holds my already rotten future. Kokona is just up ahead. What memories will I encounter this time? Maybe I have to see this through to the end and reach the depths of her heart. Continue into the sea of memories to experience Kokona's past firsthand. An old lady who is dressed to the nines stands outside the luxury store as if waiting for someone to arrive. Mrs. Gerwin, you're here. What would you like to look at today? Kokona, you're finally here. I've waited for you for so long. My apologies. I was taking stock. Were you satisfied with the long coat from the other time? Of course, everyone complimented me when I wore it out, as if I looked 10 years younger. Finding clothing that suits you is as difficult as finding a soulmate. It's all thanks to your recommendations that I've been able to find quite a few soulmates. That's great. You're especially suited for cooler tones. It matches your skin tone and body shape. Your voice is ever so melodious. If I recall correctly, you love to sing, right? My son studies music too, and you two should talk when you're free. I'm afraid you've recalled wrongly. I've never studied music before. I was just joking. You know how people ramble on in my age. Accompany me around the store. I haven't heard your voice in a while and I do miss it. Yes, please follow me. I assume this is after she's had to drink the memory erasing drink. That day, Mrs. Gerwin had a fruitful haul. The capable and down-to-earth Kokona did not take long to become the store's star employee. Congrats, Kokona. I heard that Mrs. Gerwin and Mr. Rilk are both infamously tough customers, picky and rude. If only I had a beautiful voice like yours, I'd surely mesmerize those fat cats into emptying their pockets on their own. You've only been here for a little while. How would you know what kind of people they are? We all know. Someone even ran into you having a meal with Mrs. Gerwin's son the other time. I heard you two were getting quite cozy, too. How far into the relationship are you? Beware of those rich folk. They're all masters at manipulating people's feelings. Oh, there was another time when you were at the boss's office for a long time, chatting and laughing. I bet you got quite the windfall in customer leads, didn't you? Come on, it's fine. You're still young, and it's perfectly normal to be showy about these things. You think the more senior staff don't think about using relationships to skip ahead? They just don't have the means for it. You Penacony natives sure put everything on the line, willing to go the whole length just to rise through the ranks. Alright, I hear you also got this job through connections. Word of advice from someone who's been around the block. These parlor tricks are enough for you to find a decent job, but to knock on the door of the elite with such moves, you're better off giving up right now. Don't cry. It's all my fault. I should have said that in front of everyone. It's getting late. I'm clocking out. I'll leave the next 6-hour shift schedule, and that reports to you, thanks. Amidst low snickers and jealous stares, Kokona returns to reality, dreading the next day's arrival. Ugh, oh my gosh, this also just being something that's so realistic that just like, even if like you're just being sincere, people are jealous and so will do anything to drag you down because they don't want to admit that they just don't have the personality or they aren't willing to put in the work for something. Big oof. Kokona, what's wrong with you recently? If you keep this up, I'm going to start wondering whether I should renew your work contract. Who told you there was a problem with these? Kokona, you best remember, in the golden hour, those wealthy customers don't care about product quality, but branding. As long as there's a brand and a story, they'll gladly buy even torn hemp pouch. The rich care not if a purchased pair of shoes is easily worn because they've never had to rely on their own feet to walk. Do you get it now? If lying is cause for punishment, you think those indolent rich folk would still be alive now? Speaking of lies, isn't the entire dreamscape a beautiful lie spun by the family? Wake up. No one cares if what you say is the truth as long as you can get people to foot the bill. Also, I've already received more than one complaint these past few days from our employees that you maliciously stole away their loyal customers and damaged our work culture. To be honest, I'm quite disappointed in you. Your family's not wealthy, right? Then stop posing like you can afford to maintain so-called virtues. You really think Penacony is some beautiful dream? Let me tell you, the reason it burns so bright is because they feel like us. I'll give you a deadline of 5 system hours. If you can't get your performance up to par by the end of it, just go home. Then who is? Me? You should absolutely rid yourself of bad habits and learn from your coworkers. Hey, this is too realistic for my escapism game. I may never be able to hold my own in the dreamscape. I've been a caged bird since birth. I should have realized that, but be more strict on yourself, Kokona. You carry the wishes of so many people on your shoulders. Perhaps these are the rules of the game in the adult world. Who are you? You look just like me, but I don't recognize you. I don't blame you. Many are the same in this world. Kokona, you can lie to everyone, but you can't lie to yourself. You haven't come to find me for a long time, and yet you're here now. What do you want? What do you desire? Do you remember when you were young, you once made yourself a promise? No matter what happened, you would always smile. But now, you've entirely forgotten. What cruel punishment will you mete upon me? You will use any and all means to destroy your own innocence, kindness, honesty, and principles? Will you sever it in two in a heartbeat, or tortuously grind it down with time? After you kill me, what will you have gained? What else can you leave for yourself? I already know I am not your match. All virtues are shattered with a single touch before the inescapable and ugly truth. But I will give my all to resist you, because I am your innocence, kindness, honesty, and principles. No matter what, I still hope to leave behind a seed, a bloom of a future's rose.
Serenity is before me.
Kakona,
Here
thank
is
you for
thunder.
innocence, kindness, honesty, and principles, and embrace your victory.
The dead return!
Tormented doubt, farewell.
Conflict is pitiless.
You won, Kakona. Remember to leave a seed for yourself, to leave a blooming of a future's rose. I don't need that version of myself anymore. She only brings me harm. From today, I'll start learning how to live again. I'll integrate myself into their world. I'll free myself from this sadness. I still remember the only hint of sweetness in my life. That sweet ice cream looks unmeltable in memories. Kakona, who lived in a cold darkness, used to possess a single ray of light. I thought it through. I did not wish to continue living like this. After winning this match, we will earn enough money to leave Poetentate. Still, remember that planet we talked about, blanketed in azure seas? It has distinct seasons and is a place where we can truly live. We'd be with each other and we could pursue our own dreams. It's too dangerous. Do you have to compete? Kakona, we'll have no problem supporting ourselves temporarily with your income, but you and I know that this isn't the life we want. We clamor to be birds soaring through the skies. This life shackled in dust does not belong to us. But cheer up, Kakona. I'm a pro at Robo Ball. Look. Kakona lover poses comically, eliciting a laugh from her. They embrace and cuddle up against each other yet again. I'm noticing for the first time that Poetentate looks quite pretty in a reality as well. The neon lights of the dreamscape makes me think of the unfathomable sea. I feel lost all the time. The people who built Poetentate, what intentions did they bear? Did they think that one day there'd be someone foolish enough to flee this haven that they built? Poetentate is a wondrous, dreamy illusion to outsider eyes, but only we know its true nature, Kakona. You're right. Buried are the numerous remnants of people's dreams beneath the golden hour. Inspiration has suddenly struck me. Envision a rose forthcoming. Yes, I know how to end this song. I've also made up my mind. Huh? The ending is, in 10 days we will board the spaceship departing to Poetentate and wake up from the dream and embrace our real lives. Before that, I have to train hard and reach my best state to bring back that trophy for you. Kakona, are you really not coming to see me? Pound, I get nervous too easily, and you won't feel relaxed either if I'm watching the match. I should also take this time to hand over my work. Alright, it's decided then. Await my triumphant return, Kakona. When the time comes, we'll meet at our old haunt. I'm assuming either he fails, or he wins and she does not have the courage to leave her cage, essentially. Kakona, I'm going to Takiyan and join in the competition. I'll come back and look for you when it's over. We'll meet at our old haunt. Or he just never returns and she doesn't know why. In case I forget, I'm leaving my file and papers with you. Me? Stress? Don't worry. I'm the only one who can beat me. Don't worry, I'll hurry back first thing. Speaking of which, Kakona, is there something you're forgetting to give me? Kakona tiptoes and gently kisses Pound's face. With this kiss, I'll never ever lose. Don't forget, envision a rose forthcoming. I'll be the first person to hear it. Kokona, close your eyes. You feel something made from a soft, smooth, and solid material sliding into your palm, the warmth of another person lingering on its surface. Guess what this is? Such a simple question. You still didn't get it right. The answer is a ship ticket. A ticket departing in 10 days. I even bought 2 window seats. We can enjoy the stars together that way. Kokona, why are you crying, Kokona? We should be happy. The palm-sized ticket rests in her hand, so light yet so heavy, as if possessing a power to drag the future along with it. Pound, I'm here. Did you have to wait long? I was worried sick. You didn't contact me after the competition ended. Huh? This isn't Pound? Miss Kokona? That's me, and you are? A pleasure. I'm Pound's friend, and I'm here to deliver a message in his stead. In his stead? Why? He promised to meet me here, and then we would leave together. I'm afraid circumstances have changed, Miss Kokona. I'm guessing the reason Pound had me deliver his message to you is because... it's because he probably won't be returning to Penacony. Are you alright, Miss Kokona? I understand. It's just regretful, but Pound hoped that I would tell you the whole truth. He believed that it would make you feel better. In order to achieve his promise to you, Pound borrowed a sum of money from the family, an inordinate amount. He used all this money on a bet. He bet that he would become a champion in the amateur bracket of the Robo Ball competition. Alas, Pound's technique was superb, but competition always has its unpredictability. Pound only lost the championship by a hair's breadth, but that also means... I think you know what it means. Truthfully, Miss Kokona, I don't know, and I don't think I want to know. This news may be hard to swallow, I understand, but you should understand. Pound really cared for you greatly and hoped that he could trade himself to fulfill your wishes. Otherwise, he would not have undertaken such a great risk. Right. Pound wanted me to give you this. It's 2 expired tickets for the Robot competition. I'm guessing it was a match you both watched back then. Then that's all I have to deliver, Miss Kokona. I wish you a happier life down the road. Kokona stares blankly at the plant before her, as if her soul had been buried in that blackened soil. But I don't want to throw either away. The ticket disappeared among the verdant leaves, making nary a sound, just like her heart shattering mutely among the splintered pearls and jade. I have to throw both away? She hurls the record into the flower bed and it emits a dull echo as it hits the edge. As if that sound marks the end of a sentence, she is also a prisoner in this web of tragedy. Ooh, we lost color. This place, it should be the destination of Kokona's memories, right? Kokona, where are you? Kokona is standing at the edge of the rooftop, a silent wind breezing against her silken hair. A single teardrop is carried by the wind towards you, grazing your cheek. It is still boiling hot. Kokona, I must calm her down. This may be my last chance, and I have to help her out. Please let me leave. I've heard it all by now. It's all pointless, no matter how much effort I put in. That song, it probably can't be called a complete song. It's nothing but a third-rate defective piece of work. Just like what I am now. To survive in this world, I have kept cutting off pieces of my own soul and discarding them, until finally there's nothing left but an empty shell that detests life. On the path to becoming a shop owner, I discovered many inner qualities that make me hate myself. I betrayed myself time and again in exchange for what is so-called success in the eyes of others. But I was unable to change totally. Guilt always caught up to me, inevitably interrogating my conscience. I was too twisted, and it was too painful, and the dream has no place for me. Give up? No, this is my salvation. Thank you for your compassion, but I'm afraid you won't understand. For someone like me, this choice isn't up to me. The voice within guides me, and I have no freedom, and I am only to be led by them. It's all right to respond to it, even just once. It agrees. As long as I follow it, all bad things will disappear. Your life, I bet it was fulfilling and lively, no? That's why you think that all hardships can be overcome through talking to your closest friends about your most innermost truths. I've tried it before many times. Sometimes it's begging, sometimes it's a struggle, other times I'm drowned by its black tide. No matter how hard I try, the outcome stays the same. I can't win. I just can't. Listen. Oop, come with me, Kokona. Listen, it's here. It's finally taking me away to the place of sorrow. Leave this place behind. Leave all your troubles behind. You grab Kokona's hand in one sweeping motion. The touch of icy cold shoots of pain up your arm, the warmth seemingly draining for your grasp with each passing second. Mister? Who are you? Do you wish for me to stay in this world with nothing but desolation, to continue bearing suffering? You shouldn't have interfered. You have no right. I can't take this anymore. This is my limit. Let me go, please. I'm sorry, Kokona. I can't just stand by and watch and let you fall. Your grip remains tightened over Kokona's hand, trying your utmost to transfer your warmth to her. Do you think that you're helping me? You're hurting her. You hurt her. Don't you think others have tried? You think I've never met people like you? They've all just trying to do something in the spur of the moment to feel good about themselves. None of you can understand. You're not helping me, no. Let me be free. I'm sure I don't understand Kokona, but I know as long as there's life, there are possibilities. The surface of her cold skin appears to have grown hooked, sharp, and searing pain piercing into your palm. But you refuse to let go. Idiot, idiot. I've had enough. I've had enough. All you keep showing up in my life one after another, giving me false hope time and time again. Don't believe in promises again. Don't be fooled again. And then abandoning me halfway, leaving me to pick up the pieces, leaving them to grow on like parasites, decaying, spreading. I can't bear it any longer. I've had enough of playing the tragic support role in all these stories. All that suffering, please let it end. I don't want to struggle any longer. I'm not your family, your mentor, not even a doctor. All I know is it's absolutely not the time to let go right now. You lose almost all the feeling in your hand from the cold and the pain, but you still hang on even more tightly. You see the sadness on Kokona's face, her loneliness and rage slowly subsiding, replaced by a sliver of puzzlement. Do you know that this thing you're fighting against, it isn't a real person? It's a disease, a nightmare, and an unseen enemy that can't be touched. I know you're very strong, but no matter how powerful you are, you'll never be able to defeat a formless entity. Mister, you really are a strange one. That voice, it's gone now. It'll be back, but I'm sure of it. At least for now, in this very moment, I am not being wielded by it. Thank you. Thank you for not giving up on me, even if it is just for a fleeting moment. But you've at least let me understand now that someone still cares, and that someone believes in my resolve to fight it. I also have one last request, mister. A smile breaks on Kokona's face, and you are certain that the smile is coming from the bottom of her heart, unmarred by emotional complications. Could you please loosen your grip a little? It kinda hurts.
All this free time, why not make the
Kokona,
most of
where
it?
could she have
with the
gone?
game?
Had to find her quickly. I hope everything's alright. It's you. I feel like I just had a long dream within a dream, and you were in it too. The dream's details, I can't remember them clearly, but I can vaguely feel that Kokona's gaze and yours meet and her face suddenly flushes red. I somewhat feel that the reason I'm standing here is all thanks to you. But I've always been in a dream. How could I have fallen asleep? It's all very confusing to me. Could it have been an illusion? Thank you. As for the rest of what happened, I think it's better to leave that be. I've lived a long time in Penacony. I'm more than clear that some things are best left unasked. I'm now feeling very good. The last I felt so refreshed, it felt like a lifetime ago. I may be a little embarrassing to say, but I now really want to sing. I don't know if you know how I feel right now. Huh? But I don't sing very well. Please hold on. You grab Kakona's wrist and take her to Clocky Plaza. Mister, I'm nervous. I can feel my knees going weak. Mister. I got it. I'll give it a try. This song is called Envision a Rose Forthcoming. I wish to dedicate it to you and to myself. Close your eyes and look ahead. Those unfinished paintings and the songs that are still playing. What would the vibrant world look like? I can't. It's been so long since I've sung, I could not even pretend to do this pitch right. Will there be a dream there too? Will there be a fathomless sea? Will the birds sing at sunset? Can you smell the fragrance of time? Lost ones look forth, their lives not void, but the rose from the future has yet to bloom. With the crowd's encouragement, Kakona's voice becomes more euphorious and something. You know, nope. Is not in vain, I think. Preservation. Congrats on fixing Kakona's emo dial. Tick-tock. Towards the brighter side. Hold on to your life, even in the face of adversity. Adversity. It'd help if I can speak. Got another one. Alright, three more. Alright, find Ethereum with Tizokic 2. Most music producer Ethereum seems to have overindulged himself in his dream and forgotten that he is here on official business. Find him quickly and before Ethereum and his partner's hard work go up in smoke. The soundtrack in this area is always fun. Dum bum bum. Oh. Holovian. Alright, in the golden hour, if you lose contact with someone who has sunken into entertainment, odds are that person is stuck here. More or less, this place is a bar called World's End, a depot of debauchery for acolytes of elation. Oh, is it, it's like the tavern, but like in the dreamscape? Interesting. These believers will lure dream-seeking newcomers into the bar and egg them on to commit embarrassing acts in public. It's a form of below-brow entertainment. Tizotic 2 sighs and immediately draws a deep breath, faces the bar entrance and yells out, "Lady Greenham, come out here." You barely recover from startlement when you see a woman with a fawning smile sashaying out of the bar. Oh, if it isn't your majesty. Why didn't you call in advance? We haven't prepared for your arrival at all. Kalis, what are you doing here? Get the chit-chat. There's a musician by the name of Furium from the Clint Republic. You've seen him before. Oh, indeed I have. He stopped by to have a drink. He later got drunk and said he wanted to promote profound music on profound planet of Pinacone and ran out while singing a tune. We left him alone. It is because of you lot who egged him on anyway, yet you treat it like a joke. Where is he now? I don't know. Why not ask the others near the bar? They may not remember. Ethereum was a drunkenly flamboyant character. He's not easily forgettable. That's all I know. Did you wish to know anything else, Your Majesty? You scoundrels, so be it. My word falls on deaf ears anyway. My business with you is concluded. You're dismissed. Lady Greenham dramatically curtsies and turns around and ducks through the bar's doors. Follow me to inquire from the folks nearby. A wildly drunk person would be hard to miss. Ask people around for news on Ethereum. Your Majesty, is there anything we can do to help? A drunken frenzy. This is the World's bar right here, is it not? There are plenty of them around. From what Lady Greenham said just now, this person should have been loudly singing on the road, and he sounded decent too. I did hear someone singing and came by to take a look, but when I got here, the noise had settled down. I apologize, Your Majesty, that I couldn't be of help. Oh, stop it, and thank you. Let's ask someone else.
You've had quite a bit to drink.
Is this not
Sure
him?
you're okay?
Here? Your Majesty, it's been a while since you took a stroll here. The person with you is... I am the consort. You're not the Emperor for nothing. Your propensity to attract kindness blooms everywhere. He is a compassionate subject out on official business with me. Have you seen a drunken man nearby singing loudly along the street? Oh, how unfortunate. I just entered the stream and didn't see anything. It's alright, we'll ask someone else. Oh, if it isn't Your Majesty, come out for patrol again? Mr. Doramancha, I do hope you observe a little more respect for your Emperor. I'll be mindful in the future. Oh, I did. A man singing loudly on the road, and wasn't all that bad either. I shouted for my friend to listen, but he was already gone when I turned around. I've almost forgotten about it if you didn't ask. Anything can really happen in this dream. It's not really something to be flabbergasted about. Speaking of singing, how about we hit up a karaoke bar later, Your Majesty? Didn't you proclaim that you had Emperor tier vocals? You gotta flaunt them a little to your subjects. Next time, I still have business to attend to. Sure, you do you. Have I not asked everyone?
You've had quite a bit to drink. Sure you're okay?
Oh, here's a good one. What winds have brought you here this time, Tizak? I thought you detested such establishments of sinful pleasure. Who's this person? Your Imperial Guard? I doubt it's uncommon for an emperor to have a retainer, is it? I'm obviously here on business. Did you see a drunken man just now singing loudly on the street? Singing? Of course I did. There was a drunken fool singing and accosting passerbys. He was taken away by the Bloodhounds. Detained by the Bloodhounds. This is going to be a little troublesome then. How much trouble could there be? Aren't you the Emperor? You just have to show your face and the Bloodhounds will release him, no? I'm sure I could have them acquiesce to this request, but I can't simply flaunt rules by abusing my authority. No choice then, I'll have to make an exception for this urgent matter. You really think the Bloodhounds recognize such a lame emperor as yourself? That's hilarious. You really believe in your own act? Don't mind him. There's a member of the Bloodhound family over there. Let's go talk to him. Yeah, my next question was just like, is this person actually an emperor, or because this is a dream that like changes stuff to your request, are they just like pretending they're an emperor? It's a pleasure, Your Majesty. Is there anything I can do for you? At ease, I wanted to ask, have you arrested a guest named Ethereum? Ah, yes we did. That man was drunk in the streets and the Bloodhounds kicked him out of the dreamscape. The family's public relations officer is currently interrogating him. So here's what happened. Tizak explains to the Bloodhounds regarding Ethereum's urgent matter in a few system hours. So can you take my honor as a guarantee and release Ethereum early? I promise he won't do it again. This is too trivial a matter to be worthy of Your Majesty's guarantee. I'll inform the family's mansion to release Ethereum shortly. Thank you, my loyal subject. I remember your aid. It is my honor, Your Majesty. I shall return to reality and see to this release. As for you, what's your name? Luke Skybatter. A fine name. I admire that. Well, since you've been accompanying me to perform good deeds, I shall reward you with a title. How about this? From now on, I'll knight you as the Grey Knight. There's no need for gratitude. I only reward those with goodness in their heart. Good-hearted people are a rare find. You need not accompany me out of the dream. I will go on my own. I'm always making rounds in the golden hour. If you run into any trouble, feel free to speak to me. Take heed, Grey Knights. It's easy to be bound in the dream filled with carnal desires. It's easy to forget where one should go. Tizak too disappears. Congratulations, you're now a knight. Of course not. Wait, maybe she was in the past? Many dream chasers from Penacony were aristocrats from the fallen empire. Huh, who knows? When Tizak-Tud first started calling herself Emperor, no one really acknowledged her, but she's done a lot more than just call herself Emperor. There were many good deeds she's performed, locating missing people and items, resolving conflicts, and even helping the family. As time passed, at least in Golden Hour, everyone has helped her in some ways. Has been helped by her in some way, so they are willing to show her the courtesy of addressing her as Majesty. How do I put this? Although I don't know why she calls herself Emperor, she's definitely a good person. Look, the family members theoretically should all be united under the banner of the Great One's teachings, but you inevitably can't dismiss the tinges of personal avarice within them. If it is so for the family, it's even truer for dream chasers like yourself. Not meant as a slight, no offense. Who would consider everything from their own perspective and can't pull themselves in others' shoes or would consciously ignore the interest of others. That's why everyone supports Tizak-Tud. She's sincere, empathetic, and genuinely cares about others' interests, always putting herself in their shoes. As Her Majesty said, good people are a rare resource in our time. It's getting late. I'll need to continue my round. See you around. Her Majesty should have picked up Ephirium by now. Let's go back to our meeting point. You dunce. Why aren't you thanking Her Majesty? Thank you, Your Majesty. If it weren't for your generous aid, our business would have been ruined. Mr. Ephirium, firstly, I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. Secondly, rather than an apology, I feel that Mr. Xenopon would much rather have your promise. I'm sorry, I'll never slack off during work hours again. I'll let it go this time. I'm used to it. However, I place my own honor on the line to get you out. If you return to your old ways, it'll be a slap in my face. Understood? Understood. Absolutely. I promise never to do it again. Oh, my allergies are killing me, guys. It's getting late. You two should prepare for the negotiations. Now that I've finally gotten you out, you should return to your business. Thank you once again, Your Majesty. We'll return to the hotel to prepare for the negotiations. See you next time. Wishing you the best of luck with this deal. You've come, my Grey Knight. With our efforts, those two young men finally got their business settled. As an emperor, it is only my duty to help my subjects with their problems, and there's no credit to be taken. Head out there and do some good. You'll definitely find an avenue for your talents. Let me think. If you're good at fighting, are there any good deeds that are more suited to you? Oh, there is. I've always been running into a group of people. Never mind. It's nothing. No, it's not something major. I've always emphasized the importance of peace and avoiding conflict, but those guys at Worlds and Bar are a little hard to shake off. Tizak-Tud stiffly changes the subject and begins to talk about her battles with the masked fools, as if she wants you to quickly forget the subject and she regretted bringing up in the first place. Since then, Lady Greenham has bent her knee. You see, today I called for her and she came out right away. Tick-tock, over here quickly. What's wrong? Why are you glancing around? Okay, speak soon. Man, it was wrapping up like the quest was about to end, and then Clocky's like, nope, we got to do a mini dungeon. Tick-tock, there's something wrong with the Emperor. My instincts tell me that she's in some sort of danger, but she refuses to tell you. If only it were that simple. She must be missing something. Must be because she is missing something, that's why she refuses to ask for your help. Kalis, we need to go to the bottom of this. It's the only way that we'll be able to keep her out of danger. Alright, another emoscape. Let's
Spare
go.
the formalities, noble one.
You're back, Grey Knight. Is there anything you need my help with, or perhaps you'd like to chat? Tizak-Tud clenches her teeth and furrows her brow. She seems to be going through an internal turmoil with a fury that hasn't surfaced in years. What's going on? I feel you've arrived just in time, Grey Knight. I need to ask you for a favor. I've always considered Penacony was, at the very least, a civilized place. That, at worst, there would be a meager riffraff who disrespected the Emperor. But these days, there's been a bunch of unruly hooligans who assaulted me time after time. Benevolent as I am, I refuse to stoop to their level. The more I think about it, the more seething I become. Each time I'm alone, I wouldn't be attacked by these scoundrels. There have been a few times when their attacks were even fatal, waking me from the dreamscape. How is this any different from regicide? And now I'm starting to worry that those thugs may be plotting to end my life in reality. Grey Knight, I am aware of your skills in combat. Would you help me rehabilitate these ruffians? Violence only begets violence. I do not wish for this to come to pass, but seeing as how things have transpired, I must dish out divine justice. I have a plan. They usually wait till I'm alone to ambush me. In just a bit, I'll pretend to be alone, and you hide behind me. When those assailants appear, we'll arrest a lot of them. Then at least help me identify their faces, and then report them to the Bloodhounds. I get angrier the more I think about it. What's wrong? How exactly have I done that I am relentlessly hounded by these scoundrels? Let us go to a quiet place. We'll see if they take the bait. The spot is unusually quite deserted. I am ambushed by them here once. Grey Knight, take a look for a place to hide. If I'm ambushed, that's your cue to capture them. Okay, hide behind here and don't move. I'll go fish for some baddies. Oh ho ho, how dismal. The loyal retainer who patrols with me are busy today, all of them. It's good that they are keeping busy though. Busy is good. Alas, I have to make the rounds all by my lonesome self. Good thing Penacony is a super safe place. So safe that you won't ever run into danger walking down a dark alley alone. So very quiet and no family members on the street. So different from the hotel premises. Your Majesty, help! I'm stuck in the phone booth. Who's calling for help? Stuck in a phone booth? How careless. Hold on, I'll be right there. Tizuk runs out of your line of sight in an instant, probably forgetting that she's in dire danger. Why did she suddenly run off? Gotta hurry and keep up with her. If she was assassinated right on my nose, I'll totally run the nameless reputation through the mud. Okay. Oh my goodness. One moment. Okay, hopefully we will not be struggling to breathe now. Man, she bolted fast. How far away is this phone booth that she could hear them? You can't have forgotten. Even soulless livestock would not forget such an atrocity. Ilifan, calm down. We're executioners, not bandits. But, Swanga, how could she have forgotten everything and live a life like nothing happened? It's probably just as we feared. After coming to Penacony, she made a deal with the family upper echelon and sealed her past memories away. Even if so many ambushes, after assassinating her so many times, she still can't remember it all. This is more distressing than anticipated. Gentlemen, I really do not know what you are talking about. I don't remember what I did that made you so vengeful. You must have mistaken me for someone else. You really think that you're some hotshot emperor? How about I kill you again and we'll see if you're really forgotten. Elfian, stop. Dude, this has nothing to do with you. Please leave now, as it is in everyone's best interest. Oh, the Nameless. I know your creed, but you don't understand the ins and outs of this. Swanga's right. We're not bandits, but we do have something we need to do. Sorry about that.
Torment and doubt, farewell. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Show no mercy.
Don't run. I can still fight. Forget it, Ilifan. Stop anymore and we'll alert the family. Grey Knight, please stop. You there. It's not that I revel in forcing your hand, but you will explain once and for all your repeated ambushes on me. Pupsha profanity. Looks like you really don't remember a thing. What exactly do you want me to remember? Your crimes. I know it's really annoying to do this, but she must recall her own crimes, or else it won't matter even if we bring her back. It's because of that accursed arm of the law. But if it weren't for that accursed justice system, you would be no different from her. My memory is pretty good. I've never forgotten anything, nor will I. Where were you born? What sort of idiot questions? I was born in... I do have some memories, no, plenty of them, that feel like they didn't exist before. I only remember I was an emperor, governing the citizens of Penacony, but where did I come from? When did I become emperor? I truly can't remember. Those memories were too cruel even for someone like you. After fleeing to Penacony, you asked the family to seal them off. Grey Knight, I'm in a conundrum. Should I be finding those memories? Then at least it'd be clear why these ruffians hate me so much. She does not get a choice. She must find her memories. I should find my memories, especially if in these memories are buried heinous crimes that I've committed. Yes, I'm a good person and good people must face their evils. It looks like Penacony has indeed changed you. It's a pity that... Never mind, I'll drop it for now. If your memories have really been sealed by the family, then I don't know how to retrieve them either. It's a dead end. You do? What idea could you possibly have? You are from the Astral Express, yes. I've heard that you can do the impossible. I trust in Illithrin. Now, it's up to your skills, Nameless. How about you? Do you agree, Emperor? Yes, please help me retrieve my memories, Grey Knight. We can never escape from our own past, for better or worse. An item to do with her past. Let me think. How about this? Try using something that is connected to us. It is her past, after all, that created the present me in Illithrin. This is a... part? This is a piece of the community center in Pastrak City. What? Where's that? You beast. Does Pastrak truly mean nothing to you? Illithrin, enough, Nameless. If this old part can let you do your thing, we'll leave it to you. Once you're ready, please help me retrieve my memories, Grey Knight. We can never escape our own past, for better or worse. Hey, Grey Knight, stop standing there in a daze. Grey Knight, what's going on? Are you asleep? Stop giving me a fright. Are you out of your mind? I am your most beloved Pupsha Empire's princess, Tizotic II. Your Majesty, you want to lose your head? You call the Emperor your Majesty? I'm a princess. You will address me as your Highness. How many times have I told you not to get the titles wrong? Why can't you remember? Bah! You knights risen from common lineage are excellent in everything but etiquette. Your Highness? Looks like these are Tizotic II's sealed memories. She's an actual member of the Empire? Snap out of it. We're off to the florist. I've had so much homework lately. It feels like forever since I visited the city. I've made an appointment for the florist to only cater to the both of us. For your Highness to visit our humble shop, we are splendiferously honored to host you. And for you to specifically make this trip, all you had to do was make a selection of your favorite blooms and I would deliver them personally to you. My lily shop is not worthy of your glorious presence. It was just an excuse to come out for a stroll. You probably don't know, we Imperials rarely get an opportunity to leave the labyrinthine hellhole. In any case, please call on me if you wish to buy anything, Your Highness. My older brother has ascended the throne for more than 2 years, and our relationship has grown distant. If I gift him with spindle blooms that he used to love, I think he'd be happy. We have plenty of spindle blooms in storage. I'll fetch out as many as you wish. It's just, spindle blooms are bargain bin flowers for commoners. To present them to His Majesty, would that be somewhat... It's fine. Spindle blooms will do just fine. Even if he's the Emperor, he's still my older brother. No one knows him better than I do. Your wish is my command. I will prepare the arrangements immediately. Please wait a moment. Take your time. We aren't in a hurry anyway. The gift of flowers is mainly to let my brother think that I'm still his naive younger sister. That will make the discussion of many future matters much more amicable. Giving him some flowers to cheer him up, and maybe he'll be willing to lift the tax levies on the poor folk along the frontier star districts. Yes, that's exactly my goal, to remind His Majesty of how totally adorable his younger sister is. One must know the reason to move the heart. Those high officials have done this sort of stuff before, and none was able to move him. It probably wouldn't work either to verbally spar with him using facts and reason. In the realm of governments, even children have their own weapons. They don't lie, plot, or vie for power, or at least that's how everyone thinks of them. So when I skip in with a huge bouquet of spindle blooms, crying and wailing to beg him to remove tax levies, no one will think that it's an issue of governance, just an innocent desire of a little girl. tomorrow. If the scene reached this stage, His Majesty still refuses to soften those people's hardships, the resulting pressure will surely be excruciating torture for my silly older brother. And I know him. He may not care about the people, but he cares about what his history books will write about him. I was born into imperiality, after all, just putting what I've learned and heard to practice. Where's that shop owner? Is he planting seeds or something? Your Highness, Grey Knight, you must take Her Highness and flee. Lieutenant Capone, what's wrong with you? It's a coup. Your second sister wants to usurp the throne. His Majesty has been assassinated. What? Second sister? Grey Knight, run. Take her with you. That mad woman will exterminate all successors to the throne. Hurry. The lieutenant musters all his strength and yells at the top of his lungs and coughs up blood and stops breathing. What in the world happened? I don't get it. I really don't. Yes. Your Highness is hereby requested to return to the palace. The Emperor wishes to reminisce on days past. Business? More important than the coronation of a new emperor? General Poetentate, my older brother was nothing but generous to you. Your Highness, affairs of sentiment only mean something to people of your age and that filthy commoner beside you. Since you won't return with me, forgive me for being brusque. This was... I thought she was just delusional.
Conflict is pitiless.
I didn't think she'd actually be like a royal lineage.
Show no mercy.
Grey Knight, when I think about it, second sister isn't my mother's biological daughter, and they've never seen eye to eye. Once she ascends to the throne, the authority of the Empress Dowager's clan will be greatly reduced, which is why we should first escape to Chartigi's state. That's the Empress Dowager's fiefdom. Second sister's soldiers are crawling the streets. Let's find a car and set off and try not to alert those turncoats. Why'd you have to park the car so far away from the florist? Oh wait, I think it was my terrible idea to drive less, walk more. No point blaming yourself now. Let's go. Grey Knight, quickly, go get the car. There are rebels everywhere. It's not the time to ponder around. Oop. I almost got there without being noticed. Alright everyone, forget that I'm here, please. Thanks. Grey Knight, you drive. Stay off the main roads and take a detour through the countryside to exit the city. They probably won't be able to set up stringent blockades so quickly. Man, this child is smart. Later, the Empress Dowager rallied her army and overthrew my second sister's short-lived imperial rule. I ascended the throne and became the Pupsha Empire's emperor. In order to protect her younger daughter, the Empress Dowager began ruling in her stead. It was disheartening that when I was of age, the Empress Dowager passed away. My extended family did not intend to return my imperial authority to me. My conflicts with the regents became intense, and our relations gradually soured. It was clear to me that I was fast losing my position as a puppet ruler. It was clear to me that they intended to kill me sooner or later. General Dekete, I've known you since I was a babe in arms. You were so heroic back then, but now here you are pathetically denying your own crimes. Your Majesty, even if you say that, I did not do it. Tax collector Turin, he was upright and moral official, yet you, uncle, gave into your vileness and burned their whole family of 49 to death. I have received more than one memorial for you to pay your blood debts, but you are a bloodkin, and I have not the heart to execute you. If you confess to your crimes on public broadcast and repent, I will only relinquish you of your duties and send you home. Tizarek, you were the one who killed them, didn't you? Such insolence. You committed mass murder and dare frame family for it. You're worse than a beast. General, do you remember? I was a puppet dancing all in your hands. How could I ever commit such a brutal deed? I know what you want. You want your power back. You just need an excuse to purge the loyal servants who've toiled for you all these years. After my death, you will announce that the fiery tragedy was a result of consolidated authority among your relatives, and you will force the council to pass a vote to reinstate your imperial authority. I could tell when you were just a baby. You and your father, your elder brother and sister, you're all the same, all beasts of nature. Enough! Retainers, take him away. You repulsive tyrant, I will end you today. Retainers, take my uncle home, and then summon Linamar. Understood. Summon Linamar. A short while later, a young woman named Linamar enters the throne room. Tizonic 2 motions for the retainers to leave them, leaving just the two of them in the throne room. Linamar, you've done well. Your Majesty is not to do but command me. It is utmost honor to serve your Majesty. I do not deserve any praise, especially when your Majesty has promised me that I would be the Empire's spy master. This is the fortune that my ancestors have bequeathed me. How can I not reward you for such an important mission, but I do have some words of criticism. You overdid it this time. Your Majesty's words ring true, and I reflect upon my acts as well, but forces of nature can't be controlled. Arson is something that is hard to grasp with precision. That is true. All right, enough of this upsetting talk. Let me raise a glass to you. Grey Knight, bring out the wine for her. Tizonic nonchalantly tips a vial into one of the glasses. You witness everything. Just pick any glass and bring it to her. The Emperor has decided to leave the decision to you. Tizonic nods her head. She agrees with your decision because she trusts you far more than anyone else in this world. A toast, Spy Master Linamar. I thank you for your graces. Allow me then. This wine is amazing. Over the next few months, I used the tax collector extermination as an excuse to eradicate the Empress Dowager's clansmen within and without the Imperial chambers. I traded 49 innocent lives to restore my own sovereignty. I thought that I would be safe if I just slayed my political enemies, but the more I slew, the more afraid I grew. It felt as if I had to kill more and more people who opposed my rule. Man, we went from convince my brother to release taxes to killing all my enemies in a fit of political paranoia. Grey Knight, Grey Knight, Grey Knight. I have a matter to entrust you. Come right now. Where is this? Tizonic's memories are muddled. Let's see where she's gone. Witness her become a ruthless ruler. You consorted with insurgents in a plot to overthrow my imperial rule. My punishment to you was fair. There are winners and losers in war. This is only fair, but please release my family, especially those children. They know nothing about politics, treason, or war. I don't want to do this either, of course, but can you guarantee that when they grow up they won't hate the one who killed their father and attempt another coup? That's right, even I cannot promise that. Grey Knight, I've been waiting for you for a while. Once again, the impoverished plot another insurgency, rallying together in an attempt to overthrow my rule. It's too important to leave to anyone else, so I'm entrusting you to handle this. Sorry, I bumped the mic. Grey Knight, your chivalrous repute is known among the common folk. We do not wish to kill you. If you wish to abandon that villain, we would welcome a mighty warrior who fights for righteousness. But if you insist on being a tyrant's fangs, we do not fear death either. I understand. You do not wish to break your oath, but neither do you wish to harm the people. Thank you. I hope you will one day figure out where your true loyalties lie. Goodbye, Grey Knight. Grey Knight, where are you? Grey Knight, get over here. There are plenty of matters I need you to handle. I can't do it all by myself. Linamar, the Grey Knight has let you live for too long. Your Majesty, what is the meaning of this? Did you not know? The Grey Knight let you go once, but that's not important. What is that he should not have done so in the first place. I don't understand. I've served your Majesty with all my heart. I've gone through heaven and hell for you. Why would you? I'm sorry, Linamar. I was very grateful to you, really, but you've overdid it. When it could have been resolved with peace, you would meet it with violence. When strength was required, you massacre innocents. When you were in court, the other ministers stand uneasy. Weren't those all on your orders? Shouldn't you, Your Majesty, be the last one to accuse me of massacre? Since you're about to die, I'll forgive your verbal indiscretion. So, Your Majesty is going to kill me now? I already have, with that wine glass half a system hour ago. To have me eat ice cream first and then roast chicken later. I am very aware of your tricks. What do you mean? Using ice cream to numb my tongue so I'd not be able to taste the poison on the meat. You think I am a fool? I would never do that. The weather was blazing hot today and the ice cream melts easily. That's why I advised you to eat ice cream first. It wouldn't be tasty if it melted. Don't deny it. Retainers, take him away. Your Majesty, I've been wronged. I've been wronged. Full-blown paranoia at this point. Grey Knight, you're finally here. Another batch of Imperial Guards has deserted. These guards have plenty of so-called evidence against me and they intend to use when they join the IPC. Intercept them for me. The IPC has no jurisdiction in the Puppet Empire's affairs. Grey Knight, I knew she would send you. You're different from her in that you can be reasoned with, which is why you should understand that we have to do this. Tizak-2's rule must be ended, not just for the Imperial Guards, but for the entire Puppet Empire. Help me understand, Grey Knight. You fight for righteousness, but why would you wholeheartedly serve such a tyrant? Of course, certainly, no one is born a brutish beast, but to walk a pirate's path, one does not need a cruel soul, just a weak heart. You wish to die for blind loyalty, or will you muster your courage and do the right thing for once? Thank you, Grey Knight. You've made the right choice. Grey Knight, get over here quickly. You've toiled so long for me. I hope to reward you lavishly. Are we gonna get the poison wine though? Pass down my orders. Execute a saturation bombing on the Pastrex city. Oh boy, this is getting really bad. Your Majesty, the uprising has been quelled. What in the world are you doing? The 3 rebellions have occurred in that city within 5 years. You want me to believe that the insurgency has been quelled? Cease your jesting. Your Majesty, Pastrex City may have been the insurgents' main base, but it does not belong to them. It belongs to the 4 million citizens who live there. I understand what you said, and I do not wish to do this either, but for the great Puppet Empire, some brutal insurances are required. I hope you understand. But this isn't some kind of insurance. You're just burning the forest for the trees. Enough! Since you love Pastrak so much, men, take this wizened thing up to the airspace of Pastrak and toss him alongside with the bombs. I know you didn't mean to conspire, but it's clear that if I simply release you, it will send a signal to the others. I was merely using my own assets to provide relief to the disaster victims. How is that wrong? The stellar winds this time were particularly intense, and disaster victims litter the Empire. While the whole Empire is suffering from famine, only your hometown's victims received your kindness. How is that fair to the rest of the refugees? Is this really the time to discuss fairness? Your Majesty, every life saved is a precious one. I know that, but the famished common folk don't. They'll think I don't care for them, and that only you do. But I do care. I do. Which is why you can't be a soothing relief with kindness. You must be the one who declares himself king of the hill as he prepares his army while the kingdom is weakened. This is why I must kill you. Don't you get it? Your Majesty, history will judge us all. Grey Knight, my most trusted one. I believe in no one but you, and this is how you repay me. You release those traitors. This treacherous army has almost breached this place, and if it weren't for you, would they even have had a chance to rise again? I once thought that in this world there was at least one person I can trust, but it appears that I was too naive. Retainers, do it. When the revolutionaries barged into the palace, I'd already packed my valuables and fled to Penacony. I asked the family to seal my past memories, for they brought me nothing but fear. In Penacony, I became a renowned, kind soul. So, you remember everything now? Tizak dejectedly looks at you and suddenly starts bawling. Grey Knight, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I should not have killed you. I did not want to. Why would I have done those things? Yes, he won't hate me. What are you crying about? As if you didn't do anything of those things. I think this is supposed to be if you didn't do any of those things. Ilifan, let her cry. We can wait until after she calms down. Tizok too finally quiets down after much sobbing, regaining her emperor-like elegance. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Songhua, executive leader of the Old Empire Dissolution Committee of the Pupsha Republic. I am a second command, Illifren, executive vice leader of the Old Empire Dissolution Committee of the Pupsha Republic. We have come to take you back to stand trial, Tizok 2. You've been charged with over 70 war crimes, 13.12 million murders. Holy, 120, forget it, they're too many. This is an arrest warrant, take a look yourself. If I return with you, what will you do with me? What else can we do? A fair trial and lenient judgment. Be content with your lot, as your subjects have never had this chance. I feel that Penacony has certainly turned me back to my old self. A good person should be brave to face her former crimes and stoically accept punishment. I am willing to return with you. Good person. You've certainly got some imagination, and that's good. Grey Knight, I still have a question for you. I've done so much good in Penacony, and now willing to return to my kingdom to face judgment. Will this atone for my sins? You don't know? I do. It can't. Atonement? How do you intend to do that? You think tens of millions you've butchered will find peace just because you have apparently made peace for your sins? You think evil will disappear with your death? All a person can do is pay the price, and you will pay for it. That much is enough, but don't think for a moment that your sins will be erased just because you've made peace. You are not worthy. Illifren is a little overboard, but he's right. Atonement is a fallacious concept in itself. No matter how much good you perform, your past evils and repercussions cannot be easily forgotten. Let's go, Tizonic 2. Thank you, Grey Knight. Thank you, Nameless. The three of you say your goodbyes and leave the dreamscape. You know that this is your final farewell to Tizok 2. Perhaps she's not really a devil by nature, but Illifren has a point. Even though she has turned over a new leaf, does it matter to those who died by her hand? Maybe I'll be able to get an update on her life when I browse the network in the future. Crime and punishment. Well, we are just hitting around the 2-hour mark. Witness the story of a good, quote-unquote, person. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry you all have to hear me try to breathe through my allergies. One moment. Alright, and we're back. We are hitting the 2-hour mark, which is normally where I'd leave it, but we are like literally 2 quests away from finishing all of the Penacony side missions. But at the same time, I have no idea how long these will be, so I guess they will just have to wait until the next section of Enforius is done, which will be coming shortly. And we will have to call it there. But we're almost done with all of Penacony, so that's nice. We've almost got the blue back down to not needing a scroll wheel. Oh yeah, once we do get rid of those two, we'll be fully, like, not needing a scroll wheel anymore. That's nice. Alright. Well, we will call it there. Thank you all so much for popping by. It does not look like we are going to get Dr. Ratio's light cone. I was going to attempt to do... Maybe we should do some single pulls. Let's do a couple, just to see. So that was... This is 34. We'll get to 35 and call it a day. Alright, that's what I said I would get to, so we can round it up to a 5 number. Little bit bummed that we were not able to once again get Dr. Ratio's light cone. We were really hoping to get it this time around. Hopefully he will not have to wait until next year's anniversary to be rerun again, but we did get Anaxagrius, so I can't complain about that. And Anaxagrius' light cone. I did finish off his traces. I have not put any relics on him yet, but we did finish getting him all nice and leveled up. So thank you all so much for popping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a lovely rest of your week. Bye everyone.